Hello there. I'm not going to tell you it's Friday because you know it is. All right, let's get to work. My last video talked about putting yourself in that positive zone. So should any negative, spontaneous thought comes to mind, cancel it, delete it. And so you now are ready, absolutely ready to program your mind, to activate your mind to work for you. Kind of just like the computer. The computer takes in whatever message you send in and it acts accordingly. All right? The same thing. All right? Whatever you send to the brain via the mind. The mind is the energy that sends the content to the brain. Brain controls body. So whatever is sent to the brain will follow accordingly. So therefore, when you set your goal and you do your affirmation is important. But to do your affirmation, you've got to be in the alpha state. That positive zone, that zone that's called alpha brainwave. I talked about this on the previous video, so maybe you should just take a look at that one, okay? And then when you're in the alpha state, you can now send in the positive suggestions or positive affirmations, but they got to be in the present tense, the noun tense, and also it got to be positive. For example, I cannot say, all right, I do not want to be unhealthy. The brain would literally take in that word unhealthy literally. So I would have to say, I want to be healthy. All right? However, in order for it to work, you must, or rather I must buy in that I can be healthy. Imagine I'm kind of not so well, okay? I'm kind of a little bit sick. If I cannot buy in that eventually one day I'll be 100% well, 100% fit, then I have this thing called self-sabotaging thoughts. I'll talk about that in the next video. So I've got to buy the idea, yes, I can be 100% fit and healthy, and I want to, and it's going to happen. Similarly, if you want to be rich, you want to be wealthy, you got to buy in the idea of being one. But if you had the poverty mindset, you know that, well, I don't come from a rich family, or I'm just average, then you find that your brain cannot believe it. That's right. It's called believing in it. And of course, beyond the belief is the energy. Follow the videos to hear more of this stuff. So you got to buy into the idea. You got to be in the alpha brainwave. And then you got to give yourself these positive affirmations or suggestions. Once a day is good, 2 times a day is better, 3 times a day is excellent. All right? So just do that every day. Build it into your lifestyle. 1 to 3 affirmations. And then add as you go along. Of course, please spend time doing those that are important. Those that are not important, why do it? Because you're not going to believe in it anyway. All right, so this is your homework for the week, and I'm sure you're going to be really, really, really on the path to be totally satisfying and fulfilling. It's just the beginning of 2011, so crack it. All right, see you next week. Stay well.